you would want to keep an eye on HDFC Bank, just see if how that stock is reacting after yesterday's block. So that one's looking quite okay. And oil marketing companies are seeing a bit of a bounce, so that's also a very interesting trade which is happening in the market. But so far the market sort of trying to defend yesterday's low, and let's see if that's successful or not. Vedanta, of course, is your top loser on the Nifty, closely followed by Sun Pharma and Z Entertainment. Mittesh, any thoughts on market opening, and is there a trade?
Yeah, so I think, 11,550 Arnold is the level which I'm watching. So I hope that this time also if the support holds, then I think, the range kind of continues. And we'll see as I said, I think we'll take the first half an hour possibly settling down before we kind of go aggressive on the markets or take a directional call. So for timing, I think it's a very subdued opening, very flat, not much happening, barring a few stocks. Biocon, I think, is seeing some follow through on the upside. And Vedanta, as you rightly highlighted, is a stock, which could possibly see traction, but I would want to see it get past the levels of around 192 first.
Okay. Sudarshan, anything on the radar now?
Yes, Ultratech Cement, you spoke about it earlier, is a buying opportunity. There's a minor dip there, about 15-17 rupees. That dip can be bought into. And for me, the trade still is expect a decline over the next 1 week. So buy Nifty put options of the next week expiry.
Nifty put of next week is the call right now from Sudarshan. Just looking at some more stocks. There's quite a bit of buying which has happened in Ashok Leyland from the low point of the day, or from the low point recently. Just pull out that stock once again. There also, today also there's a bit of a bounce which is happening. So, Mittesh, any thoughts on this one, Ashok Leyland?
See, yesterday I think we did see some kind of intraday move happening on the stock over here, and it's gained strength. 94.5 was the previous swing high, so that remains the first target, but the chances are that we'll cross this time and head towards 100 odd level. So I do like the stock, but maybe buy it about 94.5.
Gentlemen, thanks a lot for taking us through the market opening. Prakash, I just wanted one more thought from you as well on Ashok Leyland. That is now looking like the one where you're seeing quite a bit of buying. In fact, the entire auto pack seems to have bottomed out. Any thoughts here? Prakash, that was for you.
Yeah, Anuj, so I was just trying to catch that. No, I think Ashok Leyland seems to be getting into a little bit of that popular zone given the non-compelling valuations. But as I told earlier when Sonia was asking me, autos, just wait for the numbers to validate this entire upbeat move, and that will be a wonderful opportunity. So the likes of Maruti, the likes of Hero MotoCorp definitely would be on the watch list. But just give it 1 more month or maybe 2 months to get into those long-term bets, building into the portfolio.
Right, Prakash, thanks a lot for joining us. The markets moved back into the green. Let's see, this could be interesting if yesterday's low is not broken, and some of these auto names are looking very interesting right now. We have Gopal Agarwal now joining us, Senior Vice President and Head of Macro Strategy at DSP Investment Managers. Gopal, hi, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. I first wanted your thoughts on this recent, the FMP issue. You reckon, since you also at a fund, is this going to spiral, or is this just going to be a bit of a 1 or 2 fund problem?
Yeah, good morning, Anuj. So generally this asset issue of a particular firm, or I don't think it will spread, because we have seen the supportive stance by the RBI and the liquidity injection we have seen. We are seeing definitely some spread correction also, and I don't think it is going to widespread. And as you already know, these issues were limited to 4 or 5 issuer only. So I don't think there is any case of spreading it widely.
Okay. Good morning, Gopal. How are you approaching the earnings season? Do you think it can throw a spanner in the works of this fairly decent rally that we have seen?
So this earning season has to be strong, and also the outlook from the promoters should also be very strong, because if you look at at 11,600, if we are where the market is trading, definitely it is reasonably valued for FY20 earning. So what market is really looking at from the commentary from the management should also be very positive for the subsequent years. So definitely this quarterly result season is going to be better because of February 12th circular last year. So the base is very favorable. So we will see a remarkable earning growth in this quarterly season, which is in my view is adequately factored in. So going forward, what is required from market is continuous favorable macro, a strong commentary from management on growth, and the political stability.
I take your point on February 12th circular, and February 14th was the Nirav Modi announcement as well on the exchanges. So it was a terrible quarter for state-owned banks, and that should be an advantage. But, let me start with a sector like autos, which we've been discussing ad nauseum. The monthly numbers were quite terrible. So you cannot expect too much hope from the, earnings going by the volume numbers. As well, we got commentary from SIAM yesterday and from the Dealers Association. All of that sound rather downbeat. What justifies this rally in auto stocks?
See, if you look at the auto stocks have corrected, close to 30% or so from the top. And if you look at the valuation relative to the market has come to a reasonable level. And if you deep dive into the individual number, you would see that the four-wheeler number of a listed company and even the commercial vehicle numbers were not as bad as the market was worrying. And also there is a chance that the BS6 pre-buying can happen in FY20. So if with the liquidity improvement in market certainly, and the valuation relative to the market has come to a reasonable level. So my sense is that the risk reward was favorable. But now where the stocks have already rallied close to 15% from the lows, my sense is that the investors should or we will wait for monthly numbers for the further leg up or moment on the stock. But certainly relative to the market, the stocks had become